The functions of the criminal justice system. The components that make up the criminal justice system are law enforcement, the courts, and the correction system. Those are the ones that keep the streets safe and handle all the criminals. This right here is a picture of a defendant facing the judge awaiting sentencing. Some of the problems that keep the criminal justice system from acting efficiently and effectively are the consensus model and the conflict model. The consensus model assumes that the criminal justice system works together and everything falls into place and all the pieces work together, which is typically not true most of the time. The conflict model assumes that individuals are only looking out for their own best interests, such as a cop looking for a promotion or a law enforcement officer looking for a pay increase. All that they want is, and all that they care about is what's best for them instead of the common goal that criminal justice system shares. Another problem in the criminal justice system is prison population and overcrowding. There are over 2.4 million inmates incarcerated at any time, and over 12 million inmates cycle through the prisons every year. Due to the amount of criminals inside a prison, there are shorter prison sentences. Parole and probation are also used a lot more frequently. They will give out shorter prison terms to inmates with the lesser crimes. That way they don't have to lock them up for as long. And then inmates will also get out on parole a lot easier. And probation is used more frequently to keep people out of jail, to avoid the overcrowding inside a prison. The Federal Uniform Crime Reporting Program is a statistical method used to track crime patterns by the FBI, and it originated in 1933. The Uniform Crime Reporting Program tracks crime data of murders, forcible rape, robbery, aggravated assault, larceny, theft, and motor vehicle theft. It is used by over 18,000 agencies who report data to the FBI across 43 different states. Historical crime traditions. In crime nowadays, there are a lot more advanced technology. There are better security methods and more security technology to prevent crimes from happening before they even occur, or easier methods to find out of crimes that are about to take place. There's also different criminal justice goals, whereas in the old days they used to just give them the longest sentence possible or the death penalty, where nowadays the courts are more focused on rehabilitating an inmate instead of just throwing them away. And cops also used to walk the beat more frequently, but now they have squad cars, they have airplanes, helicopters, boats, a lot more technology and ways to get around. There are 9 Pelian principles, and the mission of them is to prevent crime and disorder, and also the ability for police to have the ability to do their jobs is upon public approval of their actions. Progression through the system. First, the suspect will be arrested, then he will be arraigned, where he will await trial, and then if he is found guilty, he will be sentenced, which is where he will be on his way to rehabilitate. Courtroom procedures. In a courtroom, it involves a judge, a jury, a prosecutor, a lawyer, and a defendant. At first, once the police have enough evidence, and they will arrest the suspect, where he will go to first appearance thereafter. At first appearance, the judge will either give him the option of bail, or he will be there without bail. If he is awarded the option of bail, then he can use a bail bondsman and bail out if he has the money. If there is no bail, then he will have to stay in jail while he awaits trial. While the inmate is awaiting trial, the prosecutor and the lawyer will usually use a plea bargain. The plea bargain is beneficial to the prosecutor if they feel they don't have enough evidence to get a guilty conviction, or if the prosecutor has too many open cases on their desk at one time and they just want a quick and easy conviction. The defendant, though, doesn't have to take the plea deal with the prosecutor if they feel that they have enough evidence. If they feel the court does not have enough evidence to get the guilty conviction. Then, if there is no plea bargain reached, then the inmate will go to trial, where there will be a judge and the jury, and then both sides will show evidence where they can where they can try to convince the jury whether they are guilty or not guilty. If the inmate is guilty, then they will be sentenced.